Okay, today, friends, we're gonna read about Galimoto by Karen Lynn Williams, and its illustrator is Catherine Stock. Condi opened an old shoebox and looked inside. These were his things. They belonged to him. Inside the box, there was a ball made of many old plastic bags tightly wrapped with strings. There was a knife Condi had made from a piece of tin can, a dancing man he had made from dried cornstalk. In Condi's box, there were also some scraps of wire. He had been saving the wires for something special. Now he took them and the knife from his box. Friends, can you please tell me, do you guys know what a tin can is? I shall make a galimoto, Condi told his brother Oflo. Oflo laughed. A boy with only 7 years cannot make a toy. It's such a toy. You don't have enough wires. I will get enough wires, Condi answered. Condi took his knife and wire scraps and went to the home of his friend Gift. I want your wires, Condi told Gift. I'll give you my knife for them. Why do you want the wires? Gift asked. I want to make a galimoto, Condi answered. Gift ran his fingers over the tin knife. It is a good knife. I'll cut a dancing man with it. Gift took a handful of wires from his box of things and gave them to Condi. That's not enough wire for a galimoto, he told his friend. I will find enough wires, Condi said. Condi put his wires into an old white plastic bag and took them to the shop of his uncles. Good day, second son of my brother. His uncle greeted him. How can I help you? I want some wires, Condi told his uncle. How will you pay for it? I don't have money, Condi answered, but you have wires on old packing box from the city. They would make a fine galimoto. So, you want to make a galimoto? The son of my brother is a clever boy. Take the wires. Alright, friends. Do you guys know what clever boy means? A clever boy is when a person uses ideas to create something from their mind. Chee, chee, chee! Condi could hear the grinder at the flour mill. Many women with babies tied on their backs waited in the hot sun. Others arrived carrying heavy baskets of maize on their heads. Condi squeezed through the crowds. He was very near the front door when someone grabbed him. The woman began yelling angrily. Stop that one! He goes out of turn. Condi was being pushed and shoved. There's Condi. Suddenly, the mill stopped its grinding. What is it? The miller shouted. The woman pointed at Condi. No, Condi said. I have no maize to grind. I want wires for a galimoto. He opened his bag for them to see. Playthings for this? You keep us waiting? The woman grumbled angrily. One cannot eat wires. An old toothless woman shook her hand at Condi. The miller shrugged. There are some wires out back. Take those and go. In the back of the mill, there was an open door. Inside the door was a mill of old motor parts. There There, Condi found some very thin wire wrapped in red and yellow and green and plastic. I can scrape the coating off. Condi thought these wires will hold my galimoto together. Still, he did not have enough for a galimoto. Condi passed some young children playing in anthole. Do you guys know what anthole is? Anthill? An anthill is when you build a mountain and the ants go in them, and the ants go in them. One was Mund, the small sister of his friend Gift. She had a fine long piece of wire which she stuck into the hard dirt. Little friend, Condi called as he came nearer. You cannot catch an ant that way. Go, fetch some water, for with that and a stick we will fool them. When Monday came back, Condi poured the water around one of the holes. Now they will think the rain has begun, he explained. Then he stuck a stick down the hole. Gently he pulled out, and on the end was a large ant. My stick is better than a wire for catching ants. You may have the stick and I'll have the wire. Connie knew there was a trash heap behind the bicycle repair shop, but the gate was locked. Connie climbed over the fence. In the courtyard, he found some broken, bent spokes from a bicycle. He climbed back over the fence with his bag. Thief! Help! Police! Thief! Connie heard a voice call. Children came running from the marketplace. Men came running from the shop. They made a circle around Condi. Thief! Thief! They chanted, pointing at Condi. A policeman arrived. He grabbed Condi by the shoulder. What are you doing? He said. Condi showed the policeman his wires. I want a galimoto, he explained. I need these wires. Galimoto? The crowd murmured. Galimoto. They shook their heads and went back to their business. Take your wires and go, the policeman told Gonti. Gandhi took his wires back to the shade of red flame trees in his village. Nearby, his mother and sister pounded their maize. They sang of their hard work that they were doing. Gandhi sorted his wires. There were thick pieces and thin pieces. Some wires were long and some were short. Gandhi banged the bent and twisted one with a stone to straighten them. Then he began. The thick wire made the frame. He wrapped the very thin wire at the joint to hold the galimoto together. My galimoto will be a pickup, Condi planned. It will carry maize to the city, and it will have an antenna for the radio, he smiled. Condi worked all afternoon. He pounded the strongest wires around a pipe to make the round wheels. A sturdy piece of bamboo made the rod for the steering wheel. Gandhi's a clever boy. Finally, the warmest, toastest smell of maize porridge cooking over the village fires told Gandhi it was time to go home. His brothers and sister admired his work. So, you found enough wire? Flo said. Yes, Connie agreed. He parked his galimoto next to his box of things and ate his supper. Let the moon be bright for us to play and sing tonight. Connie could hear his friends singing in the distance. They were calling him to play. Now, he carefully guided his galimoto over a dusty path. Galimoto! Someone cheered, and one by Gani's friend formed a line behind him. Yee! Galimoto, Galimoto! They began to chant. Wow, there's a lot of people that were behind Gandhi. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people that were chanting to Gandhi. Gandhi saw the shadow of his galimoto cast by moonlight racing alongside. It's a fine galimoto, he thought proudly. Perhaps tomorrow I shall make a galimoto with an ambulance, an airplane, or a helicopter. What do you friends? What do you think he's gonna make tomorrow? Is he gonna make a helicopter? Is he gonna make an ambulance? Is he gonna make an airplane? The end.